angels, thank you for stopping by and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. This is 40 and above, where we focus on quality of life and healthy lifestyle. In today's video, I will be making a very delicious beef jerky from Southern Africa called biltong. So let's get started. South African beef jerky is a very wonderful protein snack. It has no sugar, it's keto, and so this is all that you will need to make the beef jerky. I've got here about 2 kilograms of sirloin beef. It's already cut up into pieces. I picked this purposely because it has that strip of fat on the beef, which you'll see in a minute, because the beef jerky will taste much nicer with a little bit of fat in it. I also have some white vinegar, my chopping board, salt, coriander, and in here I've got whole black peppercorns. I've got my paper towel, Ziploc bags, and this is optional. I'm going to be adding chilies, a glass, tablespoon, the knife to make an incision, and I've also got here hanging hooks and one big Ziploc. So let's start. So first we're going to make the marinade. We'll be using this to mix up the marinade. So you'll get 2 glasses of water, and 1 glass vinegar. So there's my marinade mixture. It's 2 glasses of water to 1 glass of vinegar. Vinegar is good because it has some antimicrobial. What it does is that it's an antibacterial. It will kill any bacteria that would be potentially on the meat. So I'm going to take my big Ziploc bag. This is what this is for. And place the meat pieces inside. The meat is inside the Ziploc bag. And then I'm going to pour in the marinade mixture of vinegar and water. Pour that in there. Remove any excess air from the Ziploc before you seal it up. And then we're going to just let it sit. It's going to sit for 1 hour. And I'll place it in the fridge. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start preparing the salt seasoning or the spice mixture. So I took out my mortar because what I want to do, I've got my whole black peppercorns in here, but I'm going to need a tablespoon of that. So I'm going to be, let me see here, let me take it out. I just need some of it, not all of it. So I have not 1 tablespoon, but close to that. It's gonna go in here. And then there is some still left inside this black peppercorn grinder, which I will be using as well. So I'll put it back here. And then I'll need 1 tablespoon of salt. So this is enough. And the coriander. I'm gonna take all of this out. So coriander has some microbial effects, which means that it kills bacteria as well on the meat. So I've got 1 and I need 2 of these. Coriander is very good because without this, then you don't have your South African beef jerky. This is what also gives it the flavor of the beef jerky that we're looking for. So this is my 2nd tablespoon. I'll also need some chilies, which is already crushed, so I'm not going to worry so much about that. I'll just go ahead and put that with the mixture once the mixture is ready, because I have to start crushing the black pepper right now. So this is what it's looking like. You don't have to crush up all of the black pepper corns, but most of it is already crushed up. So now we'll take a smaller Ziploc to help us mix the spice mixture in there together. Like that. And now I'm going to put in my chilies. This, like I said, the chilies is optional. So I'll put in 1 tablespoon in there. And then just mix it all up together. So this is what the spice mixture for the beef jerky is looking like. We have salt in there, coriander, black pepper, and chilies. So put it there. We'll wait for the marinade to be ready. The meat is now ready. So I need to just clear this off so that everything is sitting here in front of the camera. I have the meat here and my chopping board. Move this over to there. My paper towel. And I'll place paper towel on top of the chopping board, so that I can place the meat now on top of the chopping board, like that, like that. So now it's time to add the spice mixture. Move this out of the way. So I'm pressing it onto the meat so that it sticks to the meat as much as it can. Turn this over. So the vinegar marinade that we made earlier helps for the absorption of the spice into the meat. And we have to get the sides. These strips of meat is about 1 centimeter thick. So we also need to make sure that we get the spice all over the perimeter of the meat as well, on the sides. Now it's time to make the incision on the meat. So just make a hole there, one there. Then we're going to place the meat on these hangers that I have here. This is what my meat is looking like. So now to figure out where I'm going to hang this. I've just stepped outside trying to figure out where there's a place where I can actually hang the beef jerky. So as you can see, I don't see any place where I can actually hang it. Well, there actually is. My issue is the squirrels and the magpies that they will feed on the meat. So the squirrels and the magpies will actually eat the meat. But my second option is to take it downstairs to the basement. In the basement I have a clothing hang or rack for hanging wet clothes, and I bought it specifically so that I could possibly hang the beef jerky for the next 2 weeks. I wanted it in a place where it's actually not in my way, and so come with me and let's go take a look and see. So this is what I have set up for the beef jerky. What this is that it's just a clothing hanger that I went and got from Walmart, and I got this specifically for the beef jerky. That's why I got a nice small nice size one. And what I've done is that I have placed a small fan, just clipped the fan on top of the clothes hanger, and this is where I've hung the beef jerky. As you can see, those 5 pieces of meat, it's not very clear, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of meat on the individual hangers, and I made sure that the meat is not touching. It's nice and cool in here, and what we'll have is that we'll have the fan going. I just need to go and plug it in, and then I'll be right back to get the fan up and going. So the lighting in the basement is not very good, and I've got my camera with me so that it can provide extra light. My camera died earlier, so I had to come back and re-record the last bit of the beef jerky. This is what it's looking like. So I've got my phone light on, and I've got the fan running. I've got the beef jerky hanging, and I hope that this is a lot more clearer than earlier when I didn't have the extra light of my phone, because the lighting in the basement is very poor. So this is what we have going on. We'll be back here in 4 days, 4 to 5 days, and take a look and see how the beef jerky is faring. So thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in 4 to 5 days.